Prime Minister Narendra Modi's life story is an inspiration to many. From humble beginnings, he has become the leader of the world's largest democracy. His life is full of lessons that we can learn from. In this video, we are going to look at what we can learn from Prime Minister Modi about how to live our lives so that we can achieve great things just like him. Please note that this is not a political video. This is not about praising or criticizing the actions and policies of Modi or his government. It is about the lessons we can learn from Modi, the human being. And so, no matter where your political opinions are, we can all learn something from the man who beat all the odds and worked his way from being a chaiwala to the Prime Minister of India. That said, let's look at the 7 life lessons we can learn from Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Be ready to play the long game. Lesson 1 is, be ready to play the long game. The modern world has conditioned us to expect results quickly. When we don't get what we want, we often feel frustrated and give up. But take a second to consider the life of Prime Minister Modi. He started out selling tea when he was a kid. For most of his life, he was relatively unknown. There is no doubt that even he got frustrated sometimes. After all, he is human, but he played the long game. Playing the long game means having a clear long-term goal and taking the day-to-day actions that will get you there. Playing the long game means not giving up when things are not going your way. When you fall down, you get back up because you know that the journey is a long one and tomorrow is another day when you can give it another shot. Modi persisted, played the long game, and then went to become the Chief Minister of Gujarat and then the Prime Minister of India. By playing the long game and keeping his eyes on the prize, he was able to realize his dreams. Choose your battles wisely. Be it in your personal life or professional life, there are plenty of battles that we can fight. But it's the wise one who sees that all these battles are part of a larger war, and therefore it is important to pick and choose one's battles. And that is the second lesson from the life of Narendra Modi. In a world that is filled with overwhelming information, it becomes important for us to cut out all the things that are not relevant and not get involved in the things that do not serve our higher goals. Modi is a man who doesn't spend his energy on trivial things. There have been several and repeated attempts made to get Modi to engage in trivial political battles that would simply be a waste of his energy and time. Modi has wisely chosen to not fight these battles because he sees them for what they are, a diversion from the things that really matter. Modi has shown that it's not just about winning, it's about winning in the right place and winning strategically. This is something that we can all do more in our own lives. Be grateful for your roots. Although Modi has achieved a lot, he always remembers where he comes from. This shows up in his actions and words in several different ways. His connection to love for his mother, his commitment to speak in the Hindi language despite being well-versed in English, and his embracing of his humble beings as a tea seller are examples of a man who is grateful for his roots. It is easy to forget where you come from when you become one of the most powerful leaders in the world. But Modi has shown that it is only when you remember your roots and ground yourself in them that your success becomes sustainable. This also shows up in Modi's devotion and his spiritual life. As someone who practices meditation and yoga, he teaches us that it is important to keep in touch with the spiritual roots of our nation as well. Cultivate the right habits. Modi is a man of discipline. This shows up in the fact that he has cultivated the right habits which have helped him become successful. Very often people believe that they can first try to achieve success and then focus on cultivating the right habits. But this doesn't work. You need to cultivate the right habits, and only through your habits can you achieve success. Prime Minister Modi's life is a good example of this. It's quite amazing how Prime Minister Modi is such an active person at the age of 69, while many of us complain about many physical and mental problems at a young age. We can say that it's because of the healthy habits that Modi formed early on that have certainly contributed to his healthy and energetic lifestyle. As you are pursuing a professional or business goal, remember to cultivate good habits that will sustain you in the long run. This will not only help you sustain yourself over a long period of time, it is the very basis of success itself. Surprise yourself and others. Politicians are always grappling with the image that is painted of them by the media and the opposition parties. As chief minister, the opposition and media tried to portray Modi in a certain way. However, he made it clear that he stood for the welfare of all with appeasement to none. This is a message that resonated with the people, and he earned the respect of the masses in this way. While the media and the opposition were expecting him to believe in a certain way, he surprised everyone by showing up in a completely different light. He made the narrative about development and progress and shifted the story completely. This is the reason he was able to surprise everyone with his decisive election victory in 2016 and then again in 2019. He also set his goals high, so there is no doubt that he surprised himself too when he achieved them. The lessons we can learn here is no matter where you are in life, move in a way that you constantly surprise yourself and other people. Integrity is everything. Prime Minister Modi has shown time and time again that he is a man of his word. While it's possible to argue that he has not achieved everything he set out to achieve, he has repeatedly shown us that he's the man who will work to keep his promises. There is a narrative that politicians are liars and the only way to get ahead is by duping the masses. But Modi has gone counter to this narrative and shown that integrity matters and it is the source of true success. As someone who has completely dedicated himself to serve the nation, Modi has proven the cynics and the haters wrong. He has shown us all that when you say you will do something and you work to actually do it, the people respect you and trust you. And when you have the respect and trust of the people, you can move mountains. Be humble in success. The final lesson that we can all learn from the life of Prime Minister Modi is to be humble in success. For someone who started off selling tea on the streets, Modi has achieved the impossible. Very often, people who achieve greatness can become arrogant and use their power to further their own agenda, but not Modi. The Prime Minister has shown us that he is truly dedicated to the country and his life is an act of service to the people of India. This is the mark of a humble man. And because he has been humble in his success, he is able to continue to succeed. Because he has been humble in his success, India is able to maintain its spirit in difficult times. And that is what humility can help you do. When the times get tough, humility helps you think clearly and act decisively. And Modi has consistently shown us that he can do this. Conclusion. The life of Prime Minister Narendra Modi is truly remarkable in every way. His story shows us that when you set a clear goal and persevere towards it with all your heart, nothing is impossible. His life shows us that when you commit to serve the people around you and when you want nothing but the best for your country, you will be elevated and respected. Modi is by no means a perfect person. He is human like the rest of us. But that is exactly why we can all learn so much from his life. If it's possible for a Chaiwala to work hard, rise through the world and transform a country, then it's possible for you to achieve your dreams too. What have you learned from the life of Prime Minister Narendra Modi? How does he inspire you to live the life of your dreams? Tell us in the comments below. Thanks for watching this video and spending time with us, you future billionaires. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification button on to avoid missing out on the life-changing videos created for you. Let's inspire everyone with the message that Modi's life can teach us.